Well, hello YouTube. Here we are again on the Vino rod. Well, don't talk too much about what I want to do with the color of the wooden part. It's kind of this is actually the stain from the wine. And I want to try to duplicate that color the best I can to put here on the body. And then this would be the metal part of the body color, the interior metal parts, which is a hot rod black semi-gloss. So we'll get over here and we'll talk about the interior of the car and the paint scheme that I want to come up with. Yeah, that's my gas cap. All right, there's the seat cushion I'm going to run. And I've got some guide code on there to finish that up. And then we've seen this in the past where I'm going to run this on the package tray. And this is something here that this is part of the convertible top mechanism that I built. And that's the color I'm going to go with that convertible top mechanism, which I'm thinking now that I might go with this color on the back of the seat backs. So kind of give it more of a metal, demonstrate the metal part of the seat back. And then we've seen this guy before, my console there. Yep. Part of the scrounging. I like these, and these thumb screws here kind of are close to this color here, so I'm going to be running that way, and then the dash. Now that is tooled leather. And then my door pull armrest, and then the cover of the opening. And here I'm thinking about possibly doing the same thing. Go ahead and paint this the same color as my convertible top mechanism. On the gauge, those cutouts there are a little over 5 inches. They're from a GMC Chevy truck, 47 to 50 some odd. And I got these gauges and these rings from a swap meet, and I've decided to go a different route because I was not sure if I wanted to rebuild those gauges, because it's a couple $100 to rebuild them. And I was watching Bill over at Restored Hot Rods, and he was going through the same kind of thing where he was putting the gauges back into his GMC truck that he's building right now. And here's a little bit of his video right here where he's working on putting the gauges inside, pulling the guts out of the gauge, out of the gauges, and adding new gauges. So that's kind of the idea that I want to go with. So You can get over there and check that video out where he's, like I said, where he's taking the old gauges and modifying them to those new gauges. You can see his channel right there is Restored Hot Rods. And this happens to be the actual video where he's building the custom gauges. Yeah, so this is the ring off of those gauges. So that's what I'm going to end up doing, is taking that same paint that I'm using on the seat back, the convertible top mechanism, and then right here on these rings, and possibly on the cover of the door panel. Okay. Oh, and I'll probably shoot this. This is a sewing machine foot pedal, so for my gas pedal. So I'll end up using that same color on that. All right. Well, so you might be asking yourself, wow, I thought this was a rat rod. What are you doing? I mean, you're prettying it up. I thought rat rods weren't supposed to be pretty. Well, let me use a metaphor here with you guys. So, if you were going to go to, let's say, the Rat Rod bar, and you had your buddies with you, say it was wood and metal, hog shooter hot rods, 615 customs, and Woody said, hey, who are you going to want to dance with there, hog shooter? Oh, I don't know. I want to dance with the prettiest rat rod there. There you go. So if you go to the bar, the rat rod bar, you're not going to want to go and find the ugliest to dance with, right? So there you go. It's going to be the prettiest rat rod you've ever seen. We'll see you soon.